Yeah, what is Minecraft? I've never heard of that.
Hold on.
What's
Oh,
real
looks
life?
like
I've never
Ozone's got
heard of
another
that.
statement.
Okay.
I've heard of Minstrel.
Okay.
Okay.
Me too.
Ozone.
So,
Minecraft
this is Ozone's cross-examination. He wants to cross-examine JPig.
Oh, okay. I better come back. Oh, hey, I did it first time. Sup, Ozone? How are you doing, my main man? You know what? You were very popular in my last video. Keep up the good work.
Mr. JPig, how are you today, sir?
Yeah, I know, man. That's great. I was doing okay, but then this whole event just brought me back to the traumatic experiences. Also, I'm very mad at you right now, so we'll just put that there on the table.
Okay.
Oh,
So, Section 1.
thank you. I'll hug you back.
Now, on the 8th of April, 2023, Inky's cat body dropped dead on the ground. But was it a death of natural causes, JPig?
No, it was not a death of natural causes.
Okay. Now, remember that I have bundles of evidence. I have even more than that. That's FNAF timeline. Also, remember that you are under oath. So, when you turned around, Inky's cat was on fire. What were you intending to do after seeing it burn up in flames?
Put it out.
You certainly did that. Instead of opening your inventory and putting it out with water, you punched the cat, correct?
Correct. I did punch the cat because I thought it was a block on fire. Not
So,
a cat on fire.
whether or not the cat was on fire or not, you have blood on your hands, correct?
No, there is no blood in Minecraft.
Objection!
Don't be stupid.
That's
He's right.
How
You
else?
can't
how
deny
else,
it, Psychic.
He's speaking facts.
How else do you put fire out in Minecraft other than water? What's the other way you put fire out if you don't use water?
I'm asking questions here, so shut up.
I'm being harassed. Objection.
I will ask
We should add
you-
harassment and assault to the list of.
Harassment's already on there, don't worry.
Yeah, it is. He's just
Yeah.
continuing what he started that day.
2 counts.
I
of
will
assault,
ask that
of
again,
harassment.
and I will ask you to answer the actual question this time for the court.
I did. But go ahead, ask the question again.
Whether the cat was on fire or not, you killed it, correct?
I plead the fifth.
You can't do that. We're in a courtroom.
Yes, but
Objection, Lady Judge. He's avoiding the question.
So-
That's not
Objection.
allowed.
You literally can't believe that's the point of the Fifth Amendment.
Objection.
The Fifth Amendment means that you don't have to witness.
He's
the
under
court.
oath.
And it means that you can't use any questions
Miss
that the
Miss
Fifth
Lady
was put on
Judge,
in
because
your
apparently
decision.
you're the
And
judge.
is null and
He
void
is
in the
intentionally
court when the
he's
judge
intentionally
asks you to
keeping
answer
evidence from the
questions.
courtroom. He's intentionally keeping evidence from the courtroom.
Objection, you can't pander to the judge.
You literally do that all the time. Yeah, you're not supposed to use the fifth in court. It's a simple answer, JPig. Yes or
You're
no.
supposed to use the Fifth in court. That's the point
Yes
of
or
the
no,
Fifth.
did I kill the cat?
You do that in
No.
interrogations, actually.
Please,
This is
no,
a
I did
testimony.
not kill the cat. Hey, the cat would have survived if it was not on fire to begin with. That is what I believe.
Would you agree that the cat would have survived if you had not punched it?
At the time, I did not believe the cat would have survived either way, because I did not know that you were getting...
That was
potions of
not my
healing to
question,
save the
Mr.
cat.
JPig. You were only to answer the questions I asked you. If you had not punched the cat, would it have survived? You said yourself that the cat
Objection, Your
survived
Honor,
after
he's
you punched
badgering
it.
the witness.
Okay? I don't
And
know
these
if
are
the cat
Objection,
would
Harry.
have
Objection, he's not answering my questions.
survived. That's
He's
the
badgering the
answer.
witness, and these
I
are
don't
leading
know if the cat
questions.
would have
Not
survived.
bad, the witness.
I don't know.
He knows
That
it would
never
have.
happened.
He knows it would have.
No,
These are leading
I didn't know
questions.
you were getting potions of healing, and like I said, I didn't know it was a cat. I would have no idea if the cat would have
But
survived
you hit
or
it.
not.
Yes or no? You hit it, yes or no?
I hit the cat, yes.
Okay,
and the
there
cat
we go.
died After I hit it. That
Okay,
is what I admit.
okay,
If the cat
section 2.
survived,
We're still
I
on
don't
section
know.
1. We're only on section 1. Okay,
Oh
section
my
2.
goodness.
Master Pig, what was the name of Inky's cat?
Oh, we didn't get around to naming it.
When Inky's cat was slaughtered by you, did you see how Inky reacted?
Yes.
How did he react?
He was upset.
Prior to the trial,
Very
did Inky ever plan a funeral?
I don't know, you'd have to ask him.
Are you and or Inky passionate about Psychic's misuse of creative mode?
Oh boy, I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was my fault. I suck at reading sometimes. I got
Hmm.
I got the mute lawyer. Are you and or Inky passionate about Psychic's misuse of creative mode?
Yes.
Did you ever care about Inky's cat?
Yes. I actually, if you look in earlier in the video, I made a statement saying you do not kill Inky's cat. It is in the video.
Each time I close the book and look at you, I have to reopen and find my page. Did Inky ever care about his cat?
Yes, he did.
What
I
is the
think
evidence?
his reaction would be enough to tell you that he did care for
Honor,
the cat.
relevance,
any-
whether or not the cat was
is
cared
there
about
any-
does
is there-
not matter.
Objection! I am still talking. And
He's back behind me. Look there.
I know, I'm talking to the judge.
Isn't
And-
the point of an objection to like call
So
out when the
Paris
current
is the
speaker is
judge.
acting
It is,
out of
in
line?
fact,
There
This
was
is
no
what the
relevance
psychic
to
was doing.
Sega's story, and yet we heard that, so I will ask my question. Where
Oh.
was I? What evidence do you have to say that Inky cared about his cat?
He gave it a home.
Objection, relevance.
It'll become relevant later, you'll see.
Oh boy.
Whether or not the cat was cared about does not matter in the fact that the property
Section
was in fact
3!
destroyed.
Do you believe that the cat caught on fire? How do you believe the cat got caught on fire?
By the lightning that you summoned into my room.
I would like the jury to discredit everything after he said the lightning. That's the only part that matters.
How else?
How was
did
the weather like at the time of the lightning?
It was raining. Not thunderstorming, raining.
How do you know it was raining and not thunderstorming?
I have a glass roof. I can literally see outside.
How,
And
no,
there's
no, no.
there was no thunder sounds until that lightning hit.
Maybe that was the first lightning.
Oh shoot. I accidentally hit the 1 button after hitting E, so I kind of just deleted the book on accident. Oh, so what were the rest of your questions?
I have no.
They just
Oh.
deleted their file. They just deleted the evidence.
Hold on, I have the recording. 1 second.
Please don't tell me all of your arguments.
What is
Yep.
the point
How-
of
okay.
being here today?
Did Psychic ever directly say that they caused the lightning?
No. But he did not deny that he didn't.
So you have no
Circular reasoning,
evidence at all to prove that I did it, except your gut feeling. Do you have any? Do you have any tangible evidence to this court? Any direct evidence that is not circumstantial to prove that I directly summoned the lightning? Do you have
Well,
that evidence?
Unfortunately, I don't have access to the logs that tell you that you struck lightning.
And
so.
neither do I, because guess what?
No.
I didn't program the
But you
logs.
seemed pretty sorry when it all happened.
Oh, did you not feel sorry that Inky's cat died?
Yes, but I think we
Exactly.
could both agree that you were the one that needed to give reparations for the cat.
JPEG.
You didn't deny.
so-
You did not deny that you were going to repay Inky for the cat.
JPEG is.
Well, I didn't deny it because no
defendant.
one told me to. Because guess what? I didn't do it.
Actually,
Oh, so do you have any? I saw. I didn't see page 7 of the book, sadly. But do you have your next book?
Does this mean I'm done?
Maybe. I don't know what my lawyer's thinking. What am I, psychic?
I don't know.
You only have your closing statement. Okay. I'll have a couple more questions for Jay. So Jay, you admit that you directly punched the cat and you contributed to its death. So
I will.
why should you not be held responsible at all?
Because I'm not the one that got brought to court.
Yeah, but
This is Inky's cat. All right.
Oh, well,
Psychic, I don't believe you are
And
countersuing,
he
meaning
did,
that those
and
charges cannot
I
be
told him
enforced
I am
what happened.
countersuing. I just
I told
forgot
him
to
my
mention it.
part, and it was him to decide who he was suing, and he decided on me.
But that still doesn't mean that you're innocent.
And I will say this: the cat
Objection,
wouldn't
relevance.
have died if there was no lightning spawned.
But the
into
cat
my room.
would. But do you admit that the cat would not have died if you had punched it?
Objection, badgering
again-
a witness.
Again, I don't know.
Objection! The lawyer should shut up.
Objection.
Objection.
Of course, the
I would
lawyers-
like. I would
You
like.
can't tell my lawyer to shut up.
Objective, stop objecting. I would like to prove. Well, I don't know. My
can't
files are
record.
literally broken. Listen, my for some. Does anyone else have like a video recorder that whenever or a video editor that whenever you open up, all your files just don't load? Because that's me right now. and I-
Objection, relevance.
No.
That is irrelevant.
Objection,
Point
relevant.
is,
What?
I actually
Yes,
can't find the
objection.
recording.
He's trying to get us off track.
I have a point to all this.
Oh, fine. What's your point?
So, I actually cannot access any of my files currently. I'd have to restart my computer to do so. But
seem to be
in
lack of
recording,
evidence today.
do you or do you not remember saying that the cat was alive for a second after you punched it?
I was actually incorrect.
You're incorrect.
I was incorrect. Yeah.
So your punch is what killed the cat.
Upon looking at the footage, the cat died right after I punched it.
Okay. And you said you claim that there's no way to know the cat would have survived if you had not punched it. Correct?
Yes, I believe I will say this. I do not know if the cat would have survived whether I had punched it or not, because again, at the time I did not know you were trying to get healing potions.
All right.
And also, again, at the time.
So you admit that I
when
was trying to
punched
get
the cat.
So you admit
when
I was trying to get
punched the
healing
cat,
potions to save the
I
cat.
thought it was a block on fire.
Ozone, my lawyer, since I can't access my files, will you grab the file of the event as it unfolded for the jury members, please? He will send it in VC checks.
He does not know what you're talking about.
Ozone, in DMs, I sent you the footage of the incident in question. I'm surprised that we haven't seen that yet. It's funny.
You did a great job.
I posted the video of the incident, and no one looked at it. I cannot help what the defendant elects to ignore in terms of my evidence. Thank you, Paris.
Ozone, in DMs, I sent you my footage of it, and I would like you to pull that out, please. Because I can't access my files because my computer sucks.
When?
While Ozone's finding that, I will tell you what you will see. You will see that I am in my inventory trying to get a health potion, and you will see Jay punch the cat, killing it.
You have footage to earlier when you spawned the lightning?
No, I don't. Because I didn't spawn the lightning.
Convenient that he is missing the footage of the
Convenient that... Well,
when did you start recording? What time did you start recording?
I was recording the whole time, but I didn't keep all
You
that
were
because I
recording the
have
whole
storage.
Why don't you send us the footage of
Why
when the lightning struck?
didn't the prosecution subpoena the footage before I deleted it? Because I don't have enough storage on my computer.
He deleted it
now. What if we subpoena it now?
Evidence.
I didn't know it was evidence. You can't fault me for that.
The actual footage of the crime scene, it does not count as evidence in your eyes?
It is up to your lawyer, the prosecution, to get the evidence. It's your job
Objection!
to
You
prove...
had knowledge of the fact that this will be a court case before you deleted the footage. You would have known full well that it would be used as evidence.
That's not my
So you
fault.
deliberately chose to delete the evidence.
Please stop talking. You are
that
not part of the court case.
incriminated you.
Please stop talking. You are not in this court case. Thing is, I have other videos to record.
Team Lumiknights.
I made my video. And Time Vault didn't let me know that he would be trying to use my video. So how was I supposed to know? He said
Psychic, if you are in fact the judge that you say you are, you would...
Hey,
Mr.
Vault,
Judge,
Vault, guess
you
what?
destroying
You,
evidence.
oh, I can't believe, I didn't mean to punch you again!
He hit me again!
I didn't mean to punch you again! Okay, here, Vault, you,
The client
as the lawyer...
pleads oopsie daisies, dang it!
The client, I plead oopsie
You can't call order Ozone, you are not... You are
Ozone
not
has posted it. Ozone has posted the footage.
Okay, let me
See,
take a look at this.
the thing is, I have other videos to record, and Vault told me that he already had footage of the incident, so I assumed they didn't need mine. That's not my fault. He should have asked me for my evidence directly.
Man, that video's loud. Why'd you make that loud?
My mic was corrupted that day. I actually hate that video.
That wasn't the only thing that was corrupted.
Yeah, but your brain.
Oh wow, you really got
relevance.
Objection relevant. Oh,
Okay,
Ozone.
what's your
Ozone has a point to make.
Out of the 14 million multiverses, there isn't a single one where you get some bitches.
Objection relevance.
No, I think it's really relevant.
Your Honor, I would like to have this line of questioning ended, as this is very
I feel harassed and badgered.
This is selective evidence and harassment and badgering. I would like to have my client removed from the stand.
Please, I'm tired of looking into this.
Oh,
man's
don't worry, I'm
lies.
done with him. I'm done with him.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game.
Okay, I'm out.
Yes, we have more cross-examinations to do. Inky, get your butt down here.
You can't cross-examine a witness I didn't call.
True. And
I can get called to the stand anyway, though. I've been sitting here this whole time.
I can call him to the stand.
Yeah, actually, let him. He has stuff to say, I think.
In that case, I would like to be allowed to cross-examine Inky when Psychic's done.
Okay. I mean, I'm not in the position to say okay, but that'd be cool.
Well, not you, Paris. Thank you, Paris.
Paris, thank you. See?
Okay.
That's how a judge works.
So, Inky, Jay said that you loved your cats. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I was just like... I actually forgot the first thing I wanted to ask, so that's...
You have very poor taste, my friend.
Okay, Inky, why don't you start by telling the jurors where you live?
I live in the mangrove swamp. I live in a lofty, lovely little house in a treetop that I constructed with my own blood, sweat, and tears, and mud. There's mud.
Nice. He loves mud.
Okay,
it does look really nice.
Inky, would you please describe the building where the cats were kept?
The building where the particular cat in question was kept is the meeting hall of our kingdom. I have, or had, 6 cats. I had 2 in the opening outdoors location to guard. I had 2 in the meeting room, and I have 2 in my abode.
Okay. So, will you please describe the meeting room location, please?
The meeting room location is constructed out of the hollowed-out shell of a shipwreck elevated into the air. The construction was mostly handled by JPig, who gave it a glass roof with a clear view of the weather because, you know, it'd be nice to see the sunshine every now and then.
Oh, the sunshine's beautiful.
It really is.
Wait, can you repeat that last part for me? I actually didn't hear it.
There's a glass roof that is very nice to view the weather with. The sunshine coming down through it is very lovely.
It's very beautiful.
Okay, what kind of entrances and exits does it have?
The entrances and exits to the building are a door in the side and a ladder leading up to a trapdoor up top.
What kind of wood are those constructed out of?
The same wood.
Mangrove for the door, spruce for the trapdoor.
Okay, good to know. What is the state of these? What is? No, we're getting to relevance. What is the state of these doors and trapdoors on a daily basis? Open or closed, would you say?
Closed.
Okay. So, and you kept how many cats in this building?
2.
Well, one of the things I'm being sued for is animal cruelty. Let me reframe what Inky just said to you in a way that you guys can understand it. Inky kept his animals in a hot building with a glass roof for months. And you know what Inky didn't say was in that room? Food or water. That means Inky kept these poor animals for actually pretty much Minecraft months without food, water, in a mangrove swamp, which is one of the hottest biomes in Minecraft. And it has a glass roof. You do realize that...
Question.
Yeah?
Did you ever feed Blueberry? Did you ever make sure?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Did you ever make
Objection relevant! Objection relevant!
No.
That is in a previous... that is in like 4 servers ago.
Objection overruled.
The point stands. You never had to worry about Blueberry's temperature.
You know why, Inky? Because he was born in the jungle.
This false flag.
This evidence does not pertain to this.
They're also born in a jungle. They are used to hot temperatures.
Court, I would like to bring a point to the stand. If you're using the idea that a blueberry being born in the jungle means it was more resistant to heat, you want to guess what biome I got my cat from?
The jungle?
Was it the mangrove swamp?
Was it the desert?
It was the desert. Thank you, Vault.
Well, guess what? Guess what?
The hotter
Inky?
biome.
You can't just take animals and move them to new locations and not have...
Is that not what adoption is?
You don't move them from biome to biome on a normal basis. They were
Can I continue with the questioning?
They didn't even have food or water.
Yeah,
Inky abused his animals. That's what the truth is. And he even kept them in a building that was a meeting room where things can get heated. You know, heat makes people go crazy sometimes.
It was a meeting room, not a...
Objection! What the frick is he talking about?
I'm confused.
You know, if you're in a hot room, you're more likely to get angry and maybe attack an animal. But Inky...
Are you...
basic psychology!
Did anybody attack an animal because they got mad about a meeting?
Psychic, are you insinuating that the heat of the room caused you to act unwisely and strike my animal?
No, I'm saying you abused your animals. Like, it was... Imagine keeping, like, a dog in a hot car. That's basically what Inky did.
Would now be a good time to point out that Minecraft doesn't have temperature?
Sure, but if you want to go by that logic, then why are we even having this?
The lawyer in question.
The only temperature in the entire game is powdered snow. Other than that, there's none.
You can't say this is Minecraft when we're basically pretending this is a real court case. I mean,
yeah, but we're operating on Minecraft rules, aka striking lightning.
What is Minecraft? This is the way that.
Anyway,
server glitch.
Continue your questioning.
Okay, can I just wait? So wait, if we're not playing by real life rules, then this whole thing's stupid.
Okay, fine. Well, fine. Well, let's say
society.
Let's strike that from the record. Sure. Let's say temperature exists. So what? I've already proved that it was from the desert. Like,
you kept a hot car can be like more hot than a desert.
It's a building.
It has a glass roof. It has a glass roof with no air ventilation.
Are you not the one who keeps villagers in a hot stone building all day?
Yeah, I'd like to bring up to the point of Psychics always farming villagers and forcing them to mate.
Yeah, where are your ethics? Where are your ethics?
You know what? Since we're talking about Mind Zone, according to that court case, human abuse is okay, so that's not disallowed.
Objection, this is an entirely different server with an entirely different
okay, this is so stupid.
Carry on with your questions, please.
Okay, you know what? I'm done with you. Can I call Time Vault to the stand now?
I was allowed to cross-examine the witness before you continued?
Yeah, that's
true. I didn't get to cross-examine until you were done.
Well, yes, but that's because a new witness wasn't called, and
the
you
conditions.
didn't ask.
All of your witnesses were new witnesses. I waited till you were done. Now you wait till I'm done. Get down here.
I'm lagging, actually. Hold up. Jay, get off my pig. I can't move. Wait. Legit, I can't move. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I have to log off and. Actually, not let me log off either. Come on.
The prosecuting lawyer is not even. I just plan on calling Vault, and I just have a couple questions for him, and then we'll be done with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, call me. I'll come to the stand, and then I'll go to the stand and I'll cross-examine Inky.
Yeah, once you don't get to say we're done with this whole thing once you just ask him.
Oh no, my question will end this whole thing. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Will it? Oh,
yeah, will. Yeah, will.
Next question will end this whole thing. Oh, I'm intrigued.
I am in a weird position where I cannot move.
But you can talk, and that's the important part.
So I will take questions from here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
please approach Time Vault.
Well, the thing is, this court, it deals in evidence. Do you have any physical, tangible evidence to show this court that I summoned that lightning?
Objection. Psychic has repeated time and time again that this is a trial by jury. Evidence does not hold that much weight here.
Can you hit me to see if I can get unstuck?
Hey Jay.
Objection.
Do you remember the start? Do you remember this?
How did that?
Everybody sit down! What is going on?
Alright, can someone?
Judge, this is a. Can I call a mistrial since everyone's running around and screaming?
Oh no, you do not. If anything's a mistrial, it's because of you.
Yes.
What did I do? The lawyer's
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
The lawyer's stuck.
This entire trial is a shame.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Yeah, this whole thing's a sham. It holds nothing.
I've been sitting down
computer blue screen, so I'll be taking questions without being in the server.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess we carry on then.
I call him this.
Why is one of the pigs on the loose?
I say rebooting.
Okay, what happened to the pig?
The pig was supposed to be in the hole where that was. I guess it's Sega's friend now.
Sorry about the pig. I was trying to see if that would get me to move, but turns out my computer blue
screen. You can testify or whatever. You can or question Vault, and then Vault can cross-examine Inky, and then you can get to your closing statements.
Okay, Vault, do you have any tangible evidence that you were supposed to collect that proves I'm guilty? Yes or no?
Unfortunately, no. But on the other hand,
okay, there we go. He has no evidence. He has no evidence. What else do I need to say? He has.
All I have is the witness statements. Witness statements are evidence.
Okay, I say they're wrong. That's evidence, according to you.
And it's 1v2.
2 versus 1.
That's up for our intelligent jurors
to
decide, or else
Ozone, am I right or are they wrong? Is it a 2v2?
Ark left. He's done. Ark left.
The point is, I said at the beginning of this trial that you must say who you agree with and the evidence that proves it. You have no evidence.
He just rigged this whole thing.
What do you mean? I've been playing by the same rules this whole time.
Was that the bite of 87?
By you.
No, it was not the bite of 87.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
I have less. You have no evidence to prove I'm guilty, and I guess I have no evidence to prove I'm not. But that's not my fault.
Except witness testimonies.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Lyon.
However, I did present evidence. I presented a lightning strike through a roof, which is something you have not yet been able to prove.
It's a
was caused by
server
lag,
glitch.
which you have not been able to prove.
And you can't prove that it's not a server glitch.
As a member of the jury, I do have a question.
What's up?
Now, with all the evidence that is here, with all the evidence that has been gathered, how much of that was prepared at the beginning of this court case, and how much of it has been brought up as conversation was passing as a means to challenge the opposing argument?
That statement confused me.
He's saying how many of our arguments were made up on the spot or how many were prepared. Ozone can testify that a lot of things I've been saying were prepared.
No, I'm not saying I'm on your side.
I know.
And I'm also not saying that I'm for the prosecutors either.
I know.
Because frankly, this entire court case is a sham.
I
But
agree. I think it's stupid.
is it too much for us to... Now shut it. Is it too much for us to behave like professionals in a courtroom?
Yes.
I expect better.
It's too much.
I agree with that.
Psychic.
Psychic, do you have any more questions for me?
Besides
a question which shouldn't even be admissible in court, might I add.
Besides, you know, the words of the people around you, do you have any proof that it was me?
Again, I presented the video where lightning inexplicably struck through a
How
roof.
can you prove that's not a server glitch?
The fact that there hasn't been any lag issues for people other than personal Wi-Fi since the start of the server.
Chocolate!
No, there actually has been a lot. Like, there has been other glitches.
You have yet to present anything beyond the first day, however.
You remember
So that's on you and your lawyer.
Actually, there was some, like, structures that spawned seemingly out of random. I believe Jen said that a village
Jen is not here.
That's not my fault.
I can speak on her behalf. As the sole representative of Ad Astra, I am able to represent what she says.
Didn't she say that a whole village disappeared?
Leading the witness.
That is true.
Leading the witness. And Ozone, Sega's 39
a-
deaths are a result of his
There
home
was
Wi-Fi.
a village structure that was present at the beginning of the server. However, as time progressed, it did disappear, but that was after it was completely covered in dirt.
I would like to point out that this is a instance of blocks disappearing and not being visible, as opposed to the roof, which was still visible yet supposedly disappeared.
You have no proof it wasn't a server glitch. And, I mean, this whole thing is based on evidence. Otherwise, this whole thing's a sham.
But you have no proof it was. So otherwise, this whole thing's a sham.
So we agreed to sham.
We agree that you are abusing your power to get your way.
I'm not abusing my power to get my way.
Says the one in creative right now.
Yeah, freaking, I have F1 on! I literally have F1 on for good visuals.
If the jury cannot come to a cohesive statement on whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty, if we can't come to an agreement on this, then this is a hung jury.
Now,
how many members? There's like 5 members of jury right now, right?
Do you have 6? Do you have any more questions for me, Psychic, or do I get to cross-examine the other witness now?
Yeah, I have a question for you. What's with that haircut, man? You look so dumb. Like,
Objection, relevance.
Look at that cut. Look at the cut of his jib.
There isn't a single one where you get some bitches.
Ozone, my girlfriend would like to contradict that statement.
Is she here right now? Nope, you can't use that as evidence.
Psychic, how's that cute girl that you were texting the other day?
I'm supposed to text her after this, so seriously, if we could wrap this up sooner.
Hey, well, go sit down and I can wrap it up.
Ozone, my lawyer, do we have any other questions?
Hey, Dendo, is your internet okay?
Psychic, sit down and I'm going to question Inky.
No, because I don't know if Ozone's done yet, and he's the lawyer.
But the judge said that your questioning's over.
Well, it's not my questioning, it's Ozone's. I'm just speaking for him.
The judge still said that your questioning's over.
Yes, my questioning's over, but not
Ozone's also done.
Okay, then.
So go. Inky, please come back to the stand for the final questioning. Now, Mr. Ink, I just have one simple question. What day did you get that cat?
That is a good question. You see, I believe...
Objection, he said believe. That's not a real answer.
Objection, shut the frick up, bro.
Objection, that's not an objection.
No. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. It refutes one of your claims.
I believe...
I
know...
Was it not mere days before the
It was within a few days of the event, yeah.
As such, no, the cat was not left alone for weeks. The cat was left alone for maybe like
It was like
days.
either the day before or 2 days before.
A Minecraft day is only 20 minutes when people are online. You have no evidence to how long people were online.
Oh, don't you remember? That was the day I was AFKing at our mob farm. So, it was in there all the time.
Even so, that the length.
Wow, stuttering much?
You have no
I didn't
room to
remember
talk.
you AFK.
You couldn't read your lawyer's statements with a straight face.
Yeah, you couldn't read your lawyer's statement. Yeah.
Objection! My lawyer's the funny little goober.
Please. Psychic, you're the defendant. Please try to not make your case any worse.
Oh, wait, Jay, you're saying that I should use commands right now to make it more convenient?
Yeah, no, do it. I dare you.
So, your side is literally asking me to do commands, which you said I wasn't doing before?
The defendant over here is being asked to not egg on the defense, so please do not.
Alright, I'm sorry.
That was out of line, and I apologize. Now, Mr. Ink, I just have a few questions for you now. How did you feel after your cat died?
I was pretty pissed, actually, because it was one of a matching set that I had found. They were like siblings with heterochromia, and it was going to be neat. I had them seated at the tables. It was a really cute little visual. One had a blue collar, one had a red collar.
Did it affect your performance in the event?
Frick yeah, it did.
Would you say that you would have performed leagues better if you didn't have to worry about your poor sweet cat dying while you were offline?
Absolutely.
Objection!
Objection!
Your Honor, they're using a statement where they're saying this would have happened if this happened. We are not. They're speculating. You can't do that.
I'm about to say what I would have done, which is something I know for a fact. I would have had more time to prepare had I not been preoccupied with the death of my pet.
Objection! He was late to the event. We were holding off the event just to wait for him.
So I could eat food.
So you admit that you had no time.
Nonetheless, I would have had more time to prepare.
No, you wouldn't.
Contempt of court.
Objection! I'm being a silly little fellow.
Minecraft pets don't eat, and we all know this.
Well,
yeah, they do.
They can.
Yeah, they do.
I would like to end my line of questioning,
to,
thus ending all questioning for the case, Your Honor. May I give my Inky, you may sit down. May I give my closing statement? All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. As you have seen, first of all, the defendant has no respect for this court system.
Hear, hear.
Following,
says
you have seen through his actions in striking me while being creative that he is not opposed to using creative in order to mess with people.
Hold your tongue.
You have seen that he has always phrased his statements in a way such as, for example, I don't have access to the logs that showed that I struck lightning. That he did in fact strike the lightning, and even then, even if that's not the case, he admitted himself that he caused the thunderstorm.
Yeah, but I also cleared it.
Please stop, Ark.
He has failed to prove that he... Okay, that interruption got me off track. He has failed to prove that there have been any glitches that particularly remove blocks while still showing them on anyone's screen. And as such, the prosecution believes that it has fully made its case and asks that you do award the full reparations of stripping him of his abilities to use creative and commands unless it's related to server events or server maintenance.
Just because I look a pig doesn't mean I'm actually one.
The restitution for Inky Ink's poor cat. Psychic's ban from the mangrove swamp biome unless invited by the team, who owns it. And finally, half of his team's points from the dragon fight as their emotional state and thus performance was affected by his actions. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your time.
All right.
Switch sides.
Psychic, don't delete the book this time.
Alright, who still has creative perms?
Psychic.
Psychic, could you please teleport me back to this house? I'm ready to rid myself of this.
Well, you still have to give your verdict, but the button's right behind you if you want to go home.
And he give his verdict and leave?
Well, you should wait till my statement, but...
Alright.
Cool. Alright, closing statement. Members of the jury, today I have brought to light the type of character that Inky really is, compared to the type of character that Psychic is. For Inky, this isn't about his cat, it's not about loss, grief, sadness. He's putting on a facade. What this is really about is for Inky and JPEG is vengeance for Psychic's use of creative mode. Creative can be used for bad things, such as switching out colors of grass and invisibility and playing in-game sounds to members of the server without their consent. But what these two failed to see is that creative mode can also be used for good. Psychic's immediate reaction to burning an unnamed cat was to get a potion to save it. It would be alive today if it weren't for JPEG's final blow. Additionally, Psychic got him a new cat out of respect. But it's not like Inky actually cared about this tragedy. The animal was already mistreated without Psychic's involvement. At the end of the day, Psychic may be guilty of having a huge pig.
Read the statement as it is written, Psychic.
A huge P personality, and they may be guilty for the tragic I can't with this.
Would you like me to finish reading the statement for
May
you?
be guilty for the tragic plane crash that made me lose my voice and my entire family. But they are not guilty of third-degree murder or animal cruelty. Oh my gosh, Ozone.
Even Ozone is telling you to stop.
I would like to close out with a quote from one of my favorite philosophers. Okay, you know what? Okay.
Just give him back the book.
2023.
Objection, if you cannot take the closing statement seriously, then neither can we.
That's up to you to decide.
Okay. I would like to close out with a quote from one of my favorite philosophers. 2023. Demise of Inky. A cat died, a killer identified in JPEG's lies. Ozone, a singer, rapper, YouTuber, lawyer, and 1985 guy with big thighs.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, I just Volt, you read the final page. I can't do it.
Okay. Final page. Okay. Page 6. Okay. Oh God.
Exactly right.
I would like to close out with a quote from one of my favorite philosophers. 2023. The demise of Inky. A cat died. A killer was identified in JPEG's lies. Ozone. Singer, rapper, YouTuber, lawyer, and 1985. A guy with big thighs.
You can't even read it without laughing. How do you expect me to do that?
I did better than you, though.
Thing is, at the end of the day, this whole thing's one big sham. I mean,
the lawyer has closed the case. No more statements beyond this point may be taken.
This whole thing's a farce. Everyone, you should have a book. Write down what you think and then sign it and put it in the chest.
First one, my thoughts. Psychic is guilty. The situation as a whole was caused because of him. Even if he didn't necessarily strike the lightning, he did incite the storm, which ultimately killed the cat. Although, Inky didn't seem to care much for the cat, so there's no reason to assume its death would result in the underperformance within the Ender Dragon fight. However, Psychic should still be held responsible for the cat's death and paid back accordingly.
Should we be afraid? That's
Psychic.
like armor on now.
Psychic. Okay, these 4 pages. Psychic
Not
used
here.
powers to basically kill Cat. Psychic harassed JPEG with his stinky godlike powers, traumatized me, and made me very sad. Psychic claims it's a glitch, and I doubt it. Footage of crime is deleted. Psychic has abused powers on me and others and uses creative most times. One main thing is if Psychic didn't mostly use his admin powers, then not as much would have happened if they just used for events and to help keep someone in need. There's no proof that there are any thunder glitches from before and after. JPEG, He did punch the cat, but there is so much, and he wouldn't have purposely have done that. There's not much full proof, but there's no proof on Psychic's side. In all, Psychic should have his terms very shortened to necessary things. Jade didn't hit the cat on purpose. Psychic must have his powers removed. My verdict, Psychic is guilty. He should pay reparations to Inky and no visits to the base unless permission is granted. Declares Inky not guilty. It's for Psychic, but...
I mean,
Psychic.
he was technically
Yippee, I'm not guilty!
But if anything, he was countersuing me.
Alright. Psychic is innocent
They're all
because
misspellings.
natural disaster. J-Pig killed a pig in the courtroom. The last one, what a loser. So with that, Psychic, you're guilty and must be taken into custody.
No. I'm going to appeal this because a bunch of these were biased, including Sega's.
I'm really scared by the fact that
You know-
Psychic has armor on now.
And,
The thing is,
No,
if you
I was
cared about
feeling
it,
very intimidated when
if you
that
cared
happened.
about it,
He's leaving. He's running. Oh,
if you cared about it being biased, maybe
They're
you should have
escaping.
made a better effort to appeal to the jury instead of constantly interrupting and belittling everything everyone
This whole
said.
we all know this whole thing's a sham.
Okay, whose dog is this? It's attacking Ozone.
I don't think it has a collar.
You can't just
Yeah,
say
it
it's
does.
all a sham because you sabotaged it and lost.
No, I can. It's my court.
I mean, I guess you can, I just won't mean
Yeah, I can. What, you gonna sue me for saying it's a sham?
You're already being punished enough.
So what's
We
our-
won.
So it
Yes.
is up to the judge to determine what the
Inky, could you please go to the dog and make
what
it
the
sit?
settlement is ultimately.
This
Oh,
about.
dog is my spirit animal.
That
Whose
is-
dog
I've-
is this?
I have never seen that dog in my life.
The dog's gonna
Just-
die then.
Okay,
No
Inky,
one
make
else.
it sit, please.
It's not mine! Who is- wait, what?
Then why did you make it sit?
Inky doesn't even know he has pets. He doesn't care about them. Oh,
I've
what
never tamed a dog!
It's over. You can't say anything right
This
now.
is-
How? This
This
isn't
was
mine!
This must have been staged to make Inky look bad.
Hey, Psychic.
Hey,
How's it going?
fine. I'm just getting ready for the next farm.
Nice. Look, I'm really sorry about the court case thing. I know we're teammates, but we're an alliance, and me taking your side would strain that.
Yeah, what a useful alliance we have. You know, we're alliance with, what was it again? A team of conquerors, and yet they don't have the skills.
Frankly,
Maybe
they haven't
you
conquered
no,
anything.
I'm talking. Maybe it
Okay.
hasn't gone through that little thick head of yours, but they're basically leeching off of us. I mean, the only reason they're doing so well is because you gave them half our points.
I mean, it had to be a little more interesting. I mean, we had practically all the points.
Yeah, you wanna know why, Vault? Because we're winners. They aren't. And I'm getting really sick of them. With their stupid gloating and their...
Loading.
Yeah. You know, all the times they're like, oh, Psychic, justice has been served. Can you believe that?
I mean, it was. You did kind of kill a cat, but that's besides the point.
Jay did. Okay, and I'm not gonna accept the blame. You know, why did you take their side again?
To try to maintain the alliance, because I didn't want a team of conquerors coming after us. Especially when they live, like, right next door. It's, like, literally, like, one rocket, Elytra flight away.
Yep, but thing is, Vault, they aren't conquerors. They think they are. I mean, you saw Inky at the last event. What
Make an excellent
what a
point.
great fighter.
The only reason they did well was my potions.
Exactly.
And even then, they died, like, 4 times
Exactly.
total.
Now, I know you wanted to keep this alliance intact. And I have something that I need to give them eventually. but it may or may not end our little alliance. So
What are you talking about?
I just have something I'd like them to read.
Interesting.
However, knowing Inky, he's gonna be like, this is unacceptable. And even though staying with us is best for his, his performance on the server, because seriously, what will he do without us? He'll probably end the alliance. So I'm gonna give you a choice. Either we keep the alliance, but they have been pushing me a little bit, so you'd have to keep them in line, otherwise I'll just give them this anyway. Or we can skip all that, give them this, and then proceed with some plans I have.
I did tell you last time that I trusted you. So, I think I'll keep that trust intact. Do what you think you have to.
Okay. Perfect. Inky's not gonna like this.
He doesn't like most things you do.
True.